Hello, welcome to the Everyday Players podcast, game week 9, just during the international break, with the secret author, Tony Buxton.
Good evening, everyone.
Our special guest today, the champ, Liam Taylor.
Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well.
The 2009 second fastest 100 metres runner in the Cleveland district area. Ryan Chan.
Yep, that was me. Back in the day, as I say.
And your host, Matthew Chan. So, gentlemen, during this international break, what will we all be doing?
Not much, really. I mean,
Not looking at fantasy football.
nah,
Trying not
yeah,
to look at fantasy football and tinker too much.
yeah. I've been trying to have like 2 weeks off, or at least a week off, and just a bit of a break from it, a bit of a detox after an average week, to say the least.
Well, you, Tony?
I've still been looking at it every day, if I'm honest. I can't keep away from it. It's a huge chunk of my life at the minute.
Have you made your transfer?
Monitoring my... You what, mate?
Have you made your transfer already, Tony?
No, because I've got a couple of new ideas set in place, new players, and I'm worried about them getting injured over the international break, so
Yeah.
I'm going to wait until like Friday night, I think.
Yeah.
Is it a bigger commitment than, fatherhood?
Speaking of fatherhood, Becca just had a pregnancy scare there. I've been past myself for days, man. But yeah, big commitment.
What? You're announcing this...
Big news in the podcast.
The
World
fans
first.
are like a family. They deserve to know everything that's going on in our lives.
I like that.
Let's say one of my favourite... I mean, I'm a celebs back on. Not quite the same. Tell you who I'm tipping. Who you tipping? I'm going Jordan North, you know. But...
Yeah,
He's 7-2. He's one of the favourites. I just checked, which
Is he?
I thought I was under like a bit of a tipster there, but
I think.
Not like you to pick a favourite for your tip, is it?
Who's the favourite?
He'll have good chat since he's a radio host. He'll know what to say in that.
well, that's it. I thought like someone else, like Vernon Kay, might be up there, or
Mo Farah's got to be up there, surely, hasn't he?
Yeah.
he's 5-1 here. Shane Ritchie is another one off EastEnders. I thought he'd be like well up there,
Yeah.
but that's it. Anyway, bit of a game to start off with. Guess the player.
Right.
So I'm going to say the clubs of this player. If you can just think about it, and then we'll reveal it at the end. So this player has played for Man City, but then has had various loans at Darlington, Bury, Falkirk, Cardiff, Coventry. He then spent a season at Notts County and has been at Leeds and Leicester City.
Right.
You do these a bit hard, I think, mate. Does he play now? That's all I want to know now.
He plays now.
For City.
For Leicester City, yeah.
Oh, Leicester, I thought you said
Oh, right, okay.
You've just ruined it, haven't you?
Do you know what it is?
No.
Nah.
I'm going to have to have a think.
Okay.
Nah.
Bit of a journeyman.
All right. We'll leave that. We'll go on. So, how did we do then this week? I mean, I had a bit of a struggle. I mean, Ryan, what about yourself?
Garbage, to be honest. I got 59, and 18 of them points came from Kane. I was just struggling. Yeah, so rubbish.
Tony.
I did unreal, mate, if I'm honest. I've been stung in the arse big time. Lost by 1 point to Jordan. Won in the big money league. But I thought I'd done well. Took -4 for the 5th week in a row. Got 72 points. Factor of just unlucky occurrences. And a very, very lucky occurrence on Jordan's side, which has crippled me. I hate going into the international break on a loss.
Yeah.
Can't stand it.
Yeah. You, Tony. Oh, like you were like, oh, Grealish can't do anything. Yeah, Tony, Grealish got the assist. Oh, can't believe it. I'm quitting the podcast. He said,
I went absolutely mental when I seen it. I was sat on the bed of Becky's, and I had like 2 cats around me. They went flying. One nearly went out the window. I was going on one. I was launching pillows and everything.
I think it's bad for your mental health, I think.
Yeah, and the people around me as well. I get quite nasty with the people around me and the cats, obviously. Get very upset, mate.
Tell you what,
Vicinity.
he messaged me as well, Jordan. He put, "Oh my God, I think I beat Tony by 1 point, 69-68 if my calculations are correct." I was just telling him, "Oh, you're absolutely fuming." He was like, Jack Grealish assist and second goal, give Bellerin a -1, so massive swing. But I guess that's it. That's the love of the game, the beauty of the game, isn't it? And tell you what,
go on.
That's what happened to me as well. I mean, we're starting this new feature off, the curse of the week. So I just keep making bad decisions after decisions. So first, I went against my almost demigod, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
Had him all the last season.
Mistake number one. Mistake number one.
It had him for 7 weeks and just thought, I want Ziyech, do I get rid of Fernandes or Rodriguez? I kept Rodriguez. Fernandes gets 17 points, and then you yourself, Liam, who I was playing.
Yeah, I had a great week. Yeah.
Had him. I was fuming at 12:30. I even took -4 at 12:30 on a Saturday. That's how fuming I was, right?
Gotta get him back straight away.
I did. Then from there, I even brought some pride back on the night with Ziyech with 11, Kufal with 8. I was thinking, oh, you know what? I could get back into it. I could do it. I'd already lost by Liam to this point. And then, to make matters worse, 13 points against Ant Wilson. All he had was Watkins and Matt Target. And I was like, oh, that's easy. All Arsenal have to do is score. They got 24 points between them. 2 goals for Watkins. Target gets an assist and the clean sheet. Bloody disgrace.
Yeah.
So I tell you what, this week, never go against Bruno Fernandes again. I've got like the garlic around my neck for good luck. Rabbit's foot, I'm kissing that. I'm kissing in every corner of my back garden for that. Good luck. Hopefully the curse has been lifted.
Yeah.
Free me from this.
I mean,
You have to learn to live with a curse, mate. I've had it for about 2.5 seasons now.
Yeah. You can never trust Arsenal as well, can you? Like,
Never trust Arsenal.
Arsenal are just Arsenal.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if they've got a new manager. They're not getting any better. They're a mid-table team. Ridiculous.
Yeah, and then I brought in one of the defenders.
Yeah, that's it, Tony. Maybe you are cursed. You've had Matty Cash on the bench, said how good he was, gets a clean sheet. You took him out. He does really well this week. You get Bellerin in, does nothing, gets 1. Last season, you jumped on the Vardy bandwagon really late. Next minute, his missus is like sprouting out a frog. And then he's injured for like the next few games.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I am cursed. And don't talk to me about Matty Cash, by the way. I don't want to hear his name mentioned for the rest of the season's podcast. I backed him, brought him up with me, had my arm around him, and he done me dirty like that. I don't want to see him on the telly. I don't want to hear him spoken of again.
By not playing him when he should have been played.
You can shut up and all right.
Like Matthew with Bruno in it.
Go on, Matty Cash. See you later.
It's like, I think Matthew was a bit like putting his son up for adoption and then realised he's like gone on to do good things and then thought, hang on, I'll have you back actually. I missed it.
It's too late by then. Too late.
So, no, Dad, I don't love you anymore.
Tell you what it's like the water boy when Adam Sandler's dad like just forgets about him, forgets about Bobby Boucher, and then he makes it big at the end and he comes back.
Yeah.
He tries to
Like you, yeah.
But I want to talk. Can we move on?
Hey, Phil, I've got some fixtures, by the way, Tony. Are you sure?
You are?
Get rid of
Tasty fixtures.
I've got some decent fixtures coming up. So
No, I don't care. I don't care if you can guarantee me 10 points a week. The decision's made. Can't go back on it. You can sling us up. And the rest of them. Grealish as well. You can sling us up. Last 10 minutes assist. Free goal.
I can't believe you got rid of Grealish, Tony.
You are?
I can't believe you got rid of Grealish.
I can't stand people like cancelling out my team. I always wiggle out of it last minute. Like we had three or four different players, me and Jordan. I changed it. We had like 6 or 7 by like the end of it, and it kind of worked out because my changes got me heavy points. But yeah, I just get quite bored on the actual game days when my team's identical. So that's probably why I take a minus all the time. To be fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so
yes. And how did yours go anyway, Liam, this week?
Yeah, 2 wins out of 2. Back to say 2 weeks in a row, 2 wins out of 2 in both leagues. Finally getting some momentum after a dreadful start, to be completely honest. Not where I want to be, but 90 points this week. Can't complain. Decided to stop taking hits. I've been taking hits most weeks, and it's just I never took any last season when I did quite well, and it's just not worth it. So I've decided no more hits. There's no need, unless injuries. You don't need it. You lose a lot of points if you take hits. I've lost 3 games this season. I think 3 or 4 on head-to-head in the big money league by less than 4 points. So, and I took a hit them weeks as well. So if I hadn't done it,
Yeah.
just need to be patient. You need to be patient. It's hard, but I've realised you just need to be patient. Like,
Are you still listening? Don't it's
like first week, I thought Harry Kane's got a good run of fixtures. First week, I thought, and then Spurs were crap. I took them out. Next week, what was it? God knows, 24 points or something. Oh,
yeah.
have we lost our roast?
Oh no, I'm still here.
Oh, he's there. Good.
Yeah, if I didn't take that hit this week, I wouldn't have
I've
lost.
just decided, yeah, hits are not worth it, especially this early in the season.
Yeah.
So is that your advice for the year?
That's my advice for now, definitely. I mean, I do hope they bring the 5 substitute rule back because I think we'll see less injuries, but I don't know if they will in the Premier League. But yeah, just don't take hits. It costs you, especially in head-to-head when the margins are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. Who's your team here then? 90 points. Obviously, we've got Martinez for 6, Dallas for 0, Chilwell 8, Walker Peters 9, Saha 5, Grealish 6, Salah 9, Fernandez 17, Bamford 7, Calvert-Lewin 5, Kane 18. So it's fair to say your team just banged this week.
Had a good
didn't it?
week. I had 1 blank with Dallas.
Some good points.
Yeah. I just had a good week, yeah. Sometimes it just works. So I think I'm quite happy with that team at the moment. I can't see anything too much that I want to make changes. There's a few players I'm looking at, but Robertson's the main one. But I just think they'll come good eventually. Liverpool's defence. They only had, was it 2 in the first 10 or 15 game weeks last year? They only had 2 clean sheets or something.
Yeah.
And then
It's similar, isn't it?
I just think by the end, I mean, I think they are missing Van Dijk, but by the end, they'll just get you points.
Yeah.
And if you get rid of one of them, it's really, really hard to get them back if they do start going off.
I still can't believe Walker Peters with 9 points, mate. There's like 0 contribution to.
I couldn't believe that, yeah.
Yeah, he got the 3 bonus, didn't he?
3 bonus, yeah.
It's madness.
Well, well, it's weird, isn't it? Because obviously bonus, it's all based on stats, and it's like pass percentage and how much you didn't give the ball away. But sometimes when you watch a game, you can tell who's like the dangerous player, but they might just not get like goal or assist on the day, and they're like all the way down the bottom of the list. So, but then
a lot of centre mids, Kante like players look really good, but never get any points or anything.
no, that's it. So what would you? I mean, you're like one of the big dogs in the big money league, really. We have to mention it. 3-time finalists, 1-time winner, which was against myself. I mean, was that moment when you beat myself, was that your best achievement? I think it was kind of like compare it to a, please get this reference. Like
it probably was. I mean,
Andy Murray, like you were crying and like.
It was literally. Honestly, after obviously I got the final 2 years before that, and lost both of them, and just upsetting losses to people you don't want to lose to as well, just the wrong people to lose to. And I thought, this is a good final. This, and I remember winning, and I thought, 3rd time's a charm. Here we go.
Yeah,
we finally won it.
Did you go on all them finals like confident that you were going to win as well?
I did, to be honest. I thought, especially the second year one, I thought this is easy. This, I think it was Zaha and Palace who he just won it for him, and I was just like, oh. I remember watching him. It was Curtis Kirby the second year.
Right.
Local villain.
Did you have were you using like a chip? Were you?
Yeah. No, I'd used all the chips. I think we'd both. I didn't have any chips. I'd used the triple captain and bench boost in the semis and the quarters. And he had free hit left, and I'd already wasted my free hit, and he used a free hit in the final, and that's what won him it. If I'd have had a free hit, I think probably would have won. But yeah, got to save your chips to the last 3 game weeks and make the playoffs.
It's off.
Yeah,
save them.
Yeah, if you make it to that point, it's about them being brave on keeping them to like the semi or the final.
Yeah,
Like,
completely.
obviously, if you're in the quarters, you're going to want to probably use one. It depends how many you've saved, but
Yeah.
some people
Yeah.
use both. Some people were brave enough to save them. I don't know what I'd do if I was in that position, but
I think it's if you're confident enough that you're going to make the top 8. I think if you are chasing the pack and it's before like game week 36 and you've still got some, and I think if you need wins, I think
Need wins, you've got to do it sometimes. Yeah.
At least get to the top 8. That's the main thing.
Yeah, you've got to make that top 8. That's it.
Yeah.
If you make the top 8, well, I think Kirby beat me. He was 8th when he won.
Yeah.
So
anything
anything can happen
Middle
once you get there.
snap.
And as well as what the last couple of weeks of the season, there seems to be a lot of goals. I mean, I think I used the bench, but after lockdown, I used the bench boost in 37 and then triple captain in 38. And I think my rank flew up from 150,000 to top 10k last 2 weeks. And I thought, it's all right.
Yeah.
Finished quite well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what would you rather do then? Would you rather finish in the top 10k like you did last year, or win this league if it's one or the other, or win
the league? To be honest, I'll win either. Win the leagues. I'd still go for the head-to-heads. Yeah. I mean, it's nice to have a nice high finish, but it doesn't matter if you're not winning the money, does it?
Nah,
just for nothing, just for sure. It's all about the cash, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once it.
Yeah.
I'm turning my head looking at that table. Can we look at the other one where I'm doing well?
No, well, it's what I'm just going to look at here. So, Liam, both leagues here doing well, like in the Stand-Up Cup anyway. Second, 18 points, and then obviously in the Money League, here you are here down in 8th in the playoff position. So, sum that up, how it went, and
that's just pulling it back with the last 2 wins as well. It was a lot lower than that the last 2 weeks, but it just depends who you play. I think I was talking to Ryan about this during the week. Everyone that I've played in this league is in the top half of the table, bar one person. So that's 8 games, and everyone's in the top half. So it's been hard games. Not had any of the easy wins. None of the dosses. None of the free wins. You're not had any of them. You have them lingering down the bottom. They're always there. You want to be playing them to get some points, really. But
that's what I was complaining about. I was looking at my fixtures, thinking, I'm sure I've had so many hard fixtures, and I think there's one person who I played like in 12th, and everyone apart from that was like 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, and I was like, I can't believe all my games have been so hard.
Right, and then you just like that, really. The games, because you look at it, both leagues, 2nd in one and then 8th, close to the other one. Just depends head to head who you play, sort of thing. Doesn't matter how well you're doing points wise, necessarily.
Yeah, exactly. And then in that league, there you are, Tony Buxton. We'll give you a shout out. 2nd in the league.
So now, you lose this week, I'll be going top.
Nah, see, you're my closest challenger at the moment, and I've got a big game. It was 1st against 2nd, now it's 1st against 3rd, and to be honest, I'm limping in with it, like, not much confidence. My confidence is a bit brittle at the moment.
First loss.
I think he's gonna fall off,
the wheels start falling off now.
He'll drop. I'll take top spot coming this week. I'll beat Kieran, is it? I think so. Yeah, you'll lose. You're out of form, doubting yourself. Been a bit shite with your decision making. I'll be top.
I have, but I still think I'm scoring all right. I mean, I got 67 points this week. I'd have left Fernandez, would have been like 82, because I would have taken 2 off or something like that. So still, this week maybe I just played someone who both of them just smashed it. I think even Ant Wilson, he managed he bench boost. No, he bench boosted against me. And like I was saying, Watkins and Target getting 24 points on that last game. Oh, I wanted to hit my head off the wall.
You must have thought it was won when the Arsenal game started. You must have thought, I've won this easy.
I did. I turned it off. I said to Helen, don't have to watch football anymore. I've won. I was like, here's Larry. Watch out, I'm a celeb. And then like halfway through, I wasn't even like paying attention to I'm a celeb. I was like, oh my, what is happening? And I was messaging Ant as well, like, Watkins has done it. He's done it again.
Good.
He captain Chilwell as well. That's a bold move, that.
Yeah.
Brave move, always captain and defender.
That's it. When he scored, when McGoldrick scored, I was like, right, that's it. He's captained him. Nothing.
And to be fair, he did look so dangerous, didn't he? I know, obviously, he scored. And then I think he had another chance in the box, didn't he? Like, 2 minutes.
Yeah,
it was a worldy save. Absolute worldy save. Proper stretch to tip it round.
Do you think...
That was the one, yeah.
I mean, how many of his have got Chilwell?
I wanted him,
I've
but
not got him, yeah.
it was part of my plan to get him. But I was trying to like not be too hasty and lose points. And then a couple more people have got him, and now he's done well. Everyone's going to get him, so I'm probably going to be sacking him off now.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people will drop down from one of the Liverpool defenders to Chilwell.
He's
I think a lot of people are doing that.
now.
Yeah, I
100%.
had Robinson, and instead I dropped to Zuma, like to be able to get Kane. So yeah, when Zuma, I was thinking Chilwell and Werner, and then in the end I got Kane and Zuma. So I mean, I've missed out a bit in Chilwell, to be honest.
I had Reece James originally.
Yeah,
But Zuma does look good, yeah. I had Reece James originally, but you just don't know if he's going to play every week. He's going to play 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4 sort of thing, and
yeah.
it just frustrates you. So I got when a wild carded, I thought I'll get Chilwell in just because he's going to play.
I didn't
expect him to do this well.
I remember when you had Reece James actually, because I was playing him in his first game of the season. He scored from 6.
Got an absolute screamer, didn't he?
Unbelievable. That was like was it the first week and the first
game? I think it was. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We've scored so high as well, and Justin scored for me. I remember that.
Yeah.
I tell you what I'm thinking of getting. I mean, I keep saying it, and Fantasy League even tweeted it. West Ham pair, best for size replacement. I've already got Koufal. Like, he's a hidden gem in, but Creswell, did you watch Match of the Day? See how dangerous it was? He had a free kick, he hit the bar.
He's done a lot of set pieces, isn't he?
Set pieces, that's it. And
they're a big team as well, West Ham.
Yeah. Souček, the new Fellaini. He's the new Fellaini. A lot of people have been saying it, but yeah.
Well, he scored today. He scored last week anyway. That was his first goal of the season. Well, should have been second, but a lot of people have been waiting, 2 months for Souček to score. But he's a good 5th midfielder, I think.
Yeah, definitely. You don't have to play him every week, but you can score against anyone, sort of thing. Yeah,
it depends obviously what you want to play from there. Anyway, Liam, you got a big game next week against your brother, Lewis Taylor.
Lewis Taylor, finally one of the ones lingering down the bottom of the table. I mean, he's up and down. Sometimes he has big scores. Sometimes he just makes a few transfers and goes for the minuses. But he was talking to me today about it, actually. He fancies his chances, but he said he's got a big captaincy choice. But I don't think he's got any chance. I should beat him. I hope I beat him. Don't want to get beat off your little brother ever. It's not a nice feeling.
While you're on that, do you study like the opposition teams? So have you been studying your brother's team and stuff like that? Or?
I have a bit, and then what I've done a few past years, I've looked at teams and always thought, on head-to-head, I'll cancel them out. Say they've got, I don't know, they're going to put. You can tell they're going to put Salah captain. I'll do it, sort of thing. But I'm thinking now, sometimes you should just go what you think should be the best points. So if you think you've got someone who's going to get more points, go for that. But I do study his team, but you can kind of guess what transfers some people are going to make sometimes, like the popular transfers in. Like, people are bringing Ziyech in from Son because he's got hard games. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Stuff
well,
like
that's
that.
it. Do you think, obviously, Spurs having, to all of you actually, Spurs, have some hard games coming up. Are you selling them? That's the main topic. Or are you keeping them? Tony, what are you doing with the Spurs players?
I've had it in my head for maybe like a fortnight that I was selling Kane anyway because I want a stronger midfielder. So I'm replacing Kane with a cheaper striker who I fancy to do well in the coming weeks. And then that lets me get my midfielder. With Son, I'm going to be keeping him.
All season, do you think?
Not all season, just for the time being. Like, I know the games are tough, but I mean, taking a minus. And plus, I think he can still do the odd bit against the big teams with me. So I'm just going to leave him there. But Kane will be going, I've wanted rid of him for a couple of weeks, but I just had to time it right.
Yeah, I mean, like we've discussed before in previous podcasts, Son, he still scores a lot against the big teams. And against Manchester City, scoring. He scored a couple in the Champions League, scored last season. He scored more than a few times, hasn't he? So what do you think, Ryan and Liam, on Son?
I mean, I own both, and I'm actually just going to keep them, I think, anyway. I mean, it could be, I could change my mind in a few games' time, but just to start with, I'm just going to keep him. I think Kane, I just can't get rid of him because I just think he's playing that well, and I just think I'll regret getting rid of him. And then Son, as we say, I think he is good against good teams. And then also, because I think if I get rid of him, I might struggle to get him back basically, because obviously his price has gone up massively. So I think I'm just going to keep him and hope that a lot of people do get rid of him, and then he can end up being a little bit of a differential.
Yeah. What about you, Liam?
I mean, this is the exact reason why I've not had both of them, because I saw the fixtures coming. I thought the way Summers playing is just not sustainable. I didn't think. But I had Kane, like I said, I had Kane from the first week and then took him out and regretted it instantly because he got a massive score. So brought him back, and I want to take him out, but I just can't justify taking him out because he's not blanked yet. I don't think he's not blanked at all. So I think I'm going to just stick with Kane, keep him in. He's on pens, big teams. There's always pens at the moment, sort of thing. Son, I think his stats just aren't up there with Kane's, and I think there's better options at the moment. But again, like you say, he can score against the big teams on the break because they sit back and try and counter, sort of thing. So I don't think it's a bad idea keeping both of them. But
who would you replace?
One.
Who would you replace Kane for then? Would it be Vardy? You obviously
Vardy, I'd go straight to. Yeah, he looks good. Vardy. Yeah, he looks really good, I think.
And how many penalties have they had? 8.
Oh, they've had the most, Leicester, I think, haven't they?
Yeah, they've had quite a lot. Yeah.
Do you reckon he'll be booted off for Tielemans now that he's missed one? And Tielemans nets all the time off the penalties.
Nah, I think they'll keep him. He's
he's there.
And he's been there for years. And I think it's a massive thing if you're taking your star striker off them pennies. What he's had for years. I think that'll ruin the camp.
Yeah,
I mean, it is massively inflated by the pens, but Vardy's expected goals is higher than it's highest in the league. It's higher than Kane's and higher than Salah's at the moment. So you look at the state. He's not a bad option. So I was tempted to swap Kane to Vardy, but then I lose a lot of money then because I've had Kane. He's gone up in price a lot, and I can't get him back in if I take him out. So I think it might not be worth it, even though Vardy does have good fixtures.
Yeah. So just moving on to the next feature. Every guest we get on, we do this inside the manager's mind. So it's questions for yourself. Just try and relax, not too much. Or
the word is banned.
And I think I know the answer to this because you already mentioned, but right, do you play the long game and trust the players or risk it, take a -4 points hit?
I have been taking -4s this season, but I'm going back and just play the long game. Patience is rewarded, I think.
Yeah. Captaincy, play it safe, or do you like going for a differential?
To be honest, I usually play it safe. Whoever's got the best. To be honest, it's usually Salah most weeks. Unless he's got a bad fixture, it's usually Salah because he's just so consistent the last 2 or 3 years. Salah, De Bruyne, Kane, Vardy if he's in good form because he's hot and cold. Vardy, someone like that.
Yeah.
Or even Fernandes now. I almost captained him this week. I know it's easy to say when he got 17, but I nearly captained him and I thought, actually, they're not that good, man. You have to get him beat off. Thingy midweek, I was annoyed they got beat off Istanbul. I was like, oh, nah.
Yeah, just can't do it.
I thought that. I was going to captain Bruno as well, so it's funny how I got rid of him. Number 3, right? Strong defence or any old cheap defenders?
Strong defence for me. I know they've been shipping a lot of goals this year, but last few seasons it's always been at least one premium, if not more, sort of thing. I just don't. Yeah. But some of the cheap options this year do look really good. The likes of Kufal, Kyle Walker-Peters, Dallas. His stats are class for Leeds. It's just they're just too attacking to keep a clean sheet. If they kept clean sheets, and Matty Cash,
yeah, well, that's what we know. That's what I noticed about your team, Liam. Actually, obviously when we showed it earlier, you've got Chilwell, Dallas, Walker-Peters, Robertson. You've got some attacking defenders in there. Is that something you think about when getting defenders and clean sheets?
Yeah, well, another thing that I think about team structure is flexibility. So that with the team that I've got at the moment, there's no one in the game that I can't really go to without 1, max 2 transfers, like Fernandes to De Bruyne or Salah. I can get any of the Man City players in. I can get any of the defenders in because you've got Robertson sort of thing. Keepers just set and forget. And then Harry Kane to strike, you can get any of the strikers if they come in form. And I think if you put too much money in one, say all in the midfield, it's a lot of transfers to try and get a striker who comes in a good form sort of thing. Or if one of the defenders does. You don't really want to be making transfers to put defenders in, I don't think, because they're not going to be your captains. They're not massive point scorers for you all the time, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So that's like a bit of you believe in team value, and it's a bit of the Moneyball theory, isn't it?
A little bit as well, yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting, actually. I've never thought of that. Never quite thought of it that way. But I think you've summed it up well there. I'll be taking some for that.
Flexibility, yeah.
Right. Okay. Pick one: Salah, Mane, or De Bruyne.
Salah.
Okay. Are you a rage transfer manager, or do you think about it patiently through the week?
Yeah, I'm. Again, this season I was making early transfers to try and beat the price rises, and I've just abandoned that. Pointless. Wait till Friday afternoon till all the press conferences are done. That's when I'll make my transfer. I won't make it before then.
Okay.
That's what I've always done. But I'm gonna keep doing that now. Yeah.
Right, and a bit of a put you on the spot a bit, but who has been your favourite FPL player in the past that you kind of put in the Hall of Fame? So it could be a one-season, or it could just be
easy. Alonso for Chelsea. He was absolutely class.
Yeah.
Left back. I love having Alonso. He was so consistent. Yeah.
That's fair. He's took a bit of a downwards turn now in the.
No, he has. Yeah. Public opinion as well. Not everyone's the biggest fan of him after what he's been up to.
Who's your FPL guilty pleasure team? So where you tend to have like a lot of players from that team for whatever reason.
It's not really guilty, but I can't stand Liverpool at all. I never want to see them win, but I always have a lot of players for FPL sort of thing. But apart from that, I'd probably say Leicester. I do like watching Leicester, and I always seem to have at least one or two players from there.
Right, okay. Would you rather support Man City then, or Liverpool?
Yeah. I'm going to have to go City. It's definitely City, easy, yeah.
I know you
don't want to see.
You always
Yeah,
see Liverpool, man, yeah.
And then the last one, an old rivalry that goes back to the Jane Durham days. Who will finish higher in the league this season? Liam Taylor or Johnny Walker?
Oh, he's been messaging me. I think I'll finish higher than him, but I know he's using his computing programming skills to try and get himself higher up the league. But I think he'll finish him. No, he is. Well, he's got another team. He's got another team which I don't know why he didn't put in this league. And he's wrote a program to do it, and it's in the top 10k. And I'm like, why don't you just copy that for this league? Spread out quality. But I think I'll beat this team. Yeah, he's too emotional with his transfers again. He loses his head if he's playing badly. So I think I'll have him.
I didn't know that at all.
Inside the tip.
If you've got the brains actually to do that, then it's smart.
Oh, he does, yeah.
Beating that.
Impressive team. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question to Liam? I've just literally just thought of it on the spot, and I know the lads might like this. in the big money league, who's your two biggest threats? Who you see as your like competition? Who you're quite, you know?
To be honest, the two, Tony and Matt, you're doing very well this year. Both of them are doing very, very well this year.
You don't have to say me. You can say anyone. Go on.
But I don't like playing Flem. I'll be completely honest. I know he's not been very good recently, but
yeah,
he always seems to do. When he's playing well, he just seems to pick a good team.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I don't really. I don't usually look below me, and I'm usually at the top, so I've got looking up at the moment. Can't really give out much shade when you're stuck at the 12th place or 8th place or whatever. So
Yeah.
I never think I'm not going to make the top 8, because I think if you think you're not going to make the top 8, then you'll just start making daft decisions. You got to just play it steady.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Got to rush through this. So anyway, that quiz question at the start. Has anyone got it? That player.
I haven't really looked at it, to be honest.
Right. Okay. He's blonde.
Yeah, I've got it.
Is anyone else?
I do know it. Because I know he's been at Darlow as well.
Oh, inside information. Inside info.
His dad is also a player.
Oh, I've got it, yeah.
Yeah.
I know he's been at that.
What's it?
Didn't say that, but... Go on, Tony. What do you think?
I dared in case I sound really stupid.
Go on.
You do know it. You've just said.
Is it Schmeichel?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
Casper Schmeichel.
Hey, I had no idea he's played at half of them teams.
I think I
No idea.
seen something like he's been at Darlow, and then was it Jordan Pickford's been at Darlow as well, or something like that. So I think when Everton played against Leicester, I think there was a picture or something that they were both at Darlow. Like, oh, well, yeah, I didn't know that Casper Schmeichel had been there.
You know what?
okay.
I did though.
I'm gonna wrap this up quickly, so I'll say all the things. So and I'll see if I can do a quiz at the end. So just remember to like us Everyday Players FPL on Facebook, Twitter, now on Instagram. We've also got our little raffle giveaway, so just give a like, a comment, or subscribe. Tony's adopting one of his books to give away as a prize, so get yourself in. Obviously, we'll do a live draw tomorrow. Quick 2 minutes, right? Premier League Golden Boot Award winners. So each take it in turn, and then until you lose. So Tony, for as long as the Premier League's been on, name a Premier League Golden Boot winner.
Harry Kane.
Yeah. Liam.
Vardy.
Yeah. Ryan.
Salah.
Yeah. Tony.
Nistelrooy.
Let me have it. Yeah, that's right. Liam.
Suarez.
Yeah.
Aubameyang.
Yeah. Right, quickly, we've got a...
Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
Is it me? Drogba.
Yeah.
Mane.
No.
Yeah.
Hey!
Last year. Join.
No,
Oh,
no,
year
no.
before, sorry.
Shearer.
Yeah. Go on, we've got a quick minute. See what we get.
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Van Persie.
Yeah. Tony.
Marvin Emnes.
Michael Owen.
Yeah. Quick, we've got a minute.
Andy Cole.
Yeah. Liam.
Oh. Rooney.
No.
No. Oh,
All right,
didn't
Ryan,
do
get
that.
this right and you won.
I'll go Teddy Sheringham.
Yeah, he was the
Yeah.
first. He got it. There you go. So
Well
the horse beats the guest.
Well, it was a good one.
Well-
That was quite a good round.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, that's it. That's all we've got time for today. Thank you very much, our special guest Liam Taylor,
Thanks for having us.
author,
Pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Playable 2009, second in the Cleveland district area. Right. See you later.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.